Hi Sagittarius, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I have a surprise for you. Guess what? I'm at the bus. I've got a lot of it done now. As you can see, I have my counter. I have my sink installed. Oops, right there. There it is. Um, Behind me, oops, you can't see because of my chair, but I have my furnace and my boat shelf is here. And if I turn the table, oops, of course, I'm going to jiggle everything. Can I turn the table at all? Oh, I'm going to have to move my Timmies. Oh, there's Melly! And there's the couch. So you can kind of see a little bit there. But this is my first set of videos from the bus. Things are starting to calm down in the cleaning business too, so I'm starting to have more time available. And to tell you the truth, Sagittarius, I missed you. I miss talking to you. So this video is just for you. My biggest supporters are Sagittarius, and most of my followers, I think, are primarily Sagittarius. I do have other followers of other signs, so, but this is, I have major Sagittarius community on my channel. I am also Sagittarius, in case you didn't know. I live in Canada, Ontario, Canada, and I'm living on a llama farm in my school bus. So I'm the real deal gypsy. I'm the real deal. Living the life, eh? Oh, I should stop advertising from Tim Hortons for nothing. So, Sagittarius, here we are, October. I don't know about you guys, but I've had a lot of trouble sleeping this month and a little bit last month. I'm waking up in the middle of the night, usually around 4 o'clock in the morning. Not every day. Every week, though, probably a couple of days a week. It's really messing up my schedule. I find I'm really tired early at night, and so anyway, I don't know exactly what's waking me up. But I heard on one of the astrology sites that, you know, this is how it's the energy is coming out right now, perhaps in that pattern. So that could be happening to some of you right now. If you didn't see any of last month's videos, I had start using this map. You can't see. I wonder if I can adjust the lighting better. Oh, that is way better. Ha! So you can kind of see this map, kind of see it. Anyway, basically what I have here is a medicine wheel, all right? And all paths, all journeys, all things that we begin in the East. And we go around the medicine wheel. It's a growth cycle. You know, it represents the four parts of the self, the spirit, the emotional self, the physical, and the mental, our minds. But I also have other things on here, and some of it includes Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey theory, okay? Because I can see this in the wheel too, you know, how we begin at the base of the mountain. We begin with the call. Something calls us to something new, to begin a new journey. And we begin at the base of the mountain. And we go through the road of trials. And that's like teenage years. Here we start at birth as a baby, and then we get into our youth, our emotional time, our road of trials where we have challenge and tests and our passions to figure out, sort out. And then we return back to the path after we kind of go through this here in the physical, where we try and establish security and success and health, and learn about give and take, you know, prosperity and poverty. And it represents adulthood, you know, where we step into that responsibility. We give a lot of ourselves physically. And then in the north, we come to the mental, the area of the mind, the elder. It also represents winter and the night. But it's a lot about our attitudes and behaviors, and where we reach an understanding. We're at the top of the mountain. We have been resurrected, and this is where we find resolution, you know, in the mind, where we come to terms with things in our lives, in our past, and perhaps on the road ahead of us. Okay? So I'm sorry for this long explanation, but we go through this cycle. It's a cycle we go through in almost every pursuit or everything that we pursue. Okay? We begin at the bottom of the mountain. We face challenges and tests, you know. Our emotions are tested here. And then this is also where we decide if we're going to continue with the path or not after we've been through these trials and tests. Is this worth it? Do I really want this? You know? And if you do, you continue. You return to the path. All right? And if not, you go back to the base of the mountain and start again. So anyway, sorry for spending a lot of time in this, but it is important. It's a map that you can use, that you can see yourself in a lot when you're experiencing relationships, career, like new jobs, you know, family, success, health, and mental health, you know, understanding, listening. That's part of communication as well. So anyway, let's just get on with it. Okay, Sagittarius? I'm awful chatty today, aren't I? Okay. Let me just hold that energy for a minute. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. I'm seeing a fish, a mermaid type person. For some reason, I don't know. That could be Pisces for some of you. October 2021. October 2021. What does Sagittarius need to know for October 2021? There we go. That's our card. Well, actually, first of all, I want to take 4 cards for each direction. So, we have the 4 of Cups. That's how we enter. Actually, this one was first, tell you the truth. This one is underneath. It's first. And then the 4 of Cups. That makes more sense anyway. I'm going to look for 2 more cards, and then I will cut for the layout, and I also have the 2 cards for this. I think that's one of them. I could feel it. It was trying to loosen itself. And the last one, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, I can see one's overturned here too, eh? A few. Hoo wee waya hoya hiya. Okay, gonna cut them. There we go. We got our 3 piles here already. Glasses. This is why I have this jar here, so that all my stuff is handy, because I forget stuff so much. All right. So, in the east, okay, where we begin our path. It's the beginning birth, okay, where it's new. And it's yellow, represents yellow. And here you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is beginning something new. This is, you know, Pentacles are about security, success, our health, you know, how we treat our body, but it's also investing our time and energy. And there is something new that you want to invest in, whether it's a new, it's some sort of new line of income, okay? A new source of income. An offer may come in, actually, in the first week of October. An opportunity for you to begin a new stream or a new pursuit, okay, of some sort of career, some sort of where you're going to spend time and energy on this, looking to gain something back. You think, you know, you might, this could be a golden opportunity. All right. So in the South, we have the emotional realm, right? And you have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups says to me that there is dissatisfaction. You're not feeling it, whether it's in a relationship, a job, where you're living. You're not feeling it. You could, if you're single, you could have offers coming in or people showing you attention, like these women are showing this guy attention. They're all bringing him some sort of their specialty dish, hoping to impress him. Now, remember, this is the real old days, and that's how women impress men back in these days. And so you, Sagittarius, could be getting, you know, special attention somehow from suitors, but it seems like none of them are really your cup of tea. This also, you know, could be relationships around you too. Like people you're meeting, perhaps new cliques or groups of people, and they just don't share the same interest, or you can just tell it doesn't click. You know, it just doesn't click. So this is sort of, there's nothing on the table you want, you like. It's just dissatisfaction. And the other side of this card, though, is, you know, be careful of always looking for the greener pasture, looking for that perfect package, because, you know, if you're not really paying attention to what's being offered here, and it could be worthy, it could be something good, but you're passing it off because, oh, they're how they look, perhaps they're not very successful, or they are very successful. I don't know, whatever the reasons are, it's not fitting in your list, you know, of what you really want. But sometimes we just can't get that whole list. You know, there's things we have to accept in others that maybe not. Anyway, you know what I mean. So over here in the physical, you have the Two of Swords. And the physical is about your security and success and all that, kind of what we were talking about here. But again, this was an emotional. So like I said, it's dissatisfaction, not feeling it. You're not feeling it. Not feeling a connection, attraction, you know. Whatever the situation is, if you are in some sort of, it's temporary. I'm going to tell you. So over here in the physical, the Two of Swords, it's kind of, you know, there's action required. There's something that you need to face. All right, and you in order to get out this door, You've got to lift up one of these swords. You can't fit in between them. And when you lift up one of those swords, that means you recognize it. You hear it, you see it, you recognize it, and you have to deal with it. But as long as you don't see them, I don't have to deal with it. No, what swords? What doorway? But you have to go out eventually. You know, you can't stay inside forever, and you have to face this eventually. And either talk to this person, listen to this person, deal with it. So this might be something that confronts you in October, is, you know, someone wants to be heard, perhaps. So you know, it's gotta be dealt with sometime. Like I said, you can't stay, you can't hide from this forever. And I don't think it's going to be the big deal that you're thinking it is. You're avoiding it, you know. I don't think that there's something you feel passionate about, though. I can tell you that you feel passionate about, but I think that it can be worked out, you know. It's getting to the point where I think it's going to come to, someone's going to come to your door. This is what I'm getting, because it is in the physical. I feel like someone's going to come to your door to, and to face you, to confront you, to want to talk to you, want to deal with it, want to, you know. And I don't think it's going to be as bad as what you have feared it may have been, and you know, you're avoiding it, and it's not as big a deal as what you're thinking it is what you're thinking it is. But anyway, so I think once it's done with, though, you're going to be happy. But it could be a confrontation. It could be words said. Okay? Words said. It's a talk that needs to happen. Up in the north, in the mental capacity, and don't forget, this is the elder area. This is where we become wise and begin to understand, have a different attitude. We've been around the wheel a little bit, learned a few things, experienced a few things in this situation. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is feeling accomplished. It's feeling proud of yourself. It's also the single card. You could end up single, you know, on your own, because here you still may refuse to, you know, converse with this person or fix the situation. Maybe it's something you feel, like I said, you feel very passionate about it, so you may, I don't know what's going to happen there, but here you feel good. You feel good about what you've been able to accomplish. You're proud of yourself. You're independent. You're strong. This well she's sitting on, she's able to look down in it and look at, like I said, it's this mature elder kind of attitude, understanding what it was all for now that we're at this point, you know. Also, it's at the top of the mountain, okay? It's where you're hoping to get with this ace. But there's something here, you know. I think there's something in communication that you have to figure out. You know, perhaps you're getting offended very easily in communication. Perhaps, you know, you need to figure out how to talk softer. I don't know what it is, you know, but there's something here you need to figure out, some sort of partnership, because twos are meetings and partnership. And in meetings and partnership, we need to converse. We don't want to hurt someone's feelings all the time. We don't want to, you know, control everything or be controlled. So there's this balance, right? And two is also a balance. And so, you know, while we're talking, we also need to listen. and we need to understand the concept that that person's trying to get across to us, their concept. We also want our concept to get across. And if this doesn't happen in this meeting, you could say, well, I'm on my own, baby. I'm on my own, and I already know I can do it. You know, I think something you're beginning here is going to be a success. I think that the reason that you're feeling unsatisfied and not feeling it because I think you know your stuff. You know, you need to trust your instincts in one way. But this has something to do with communication. It could be the actual work that you're doing, what you're investing in, some sort of communication. You know, the other thing about the Two of Swords is usually we have to pick a direction. You know, they're saying, okay, you can go down lane A or you can go down lane B. And neither one of those lanes look right. Look promising. They don't look right. And you might carve your own lane, but this twos are a choice as well, to make a choice, you know. And I would say up here in this Nine of Pentacles, you've made it. You've made it. I think you did some deep introspection here. You know who you are. And maybe now you're, standing up for yourself. You're asserting yourself by just following your for instinct, for one thing. You know, when it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right for a reason. Right? It's okay if it's all right for you, but it's not okay for me. It doesn't feel right for me. There's something wrong, you know? So trust that. Trust that. All right, so let's get it down with the recent past here. Darlings, we're already 22 minutes in. Oh, I'm crazy that way. I get talking, you know. Shut me up, that's the trick. Shutting me up. Oh my, Sagittarius. Now, I gotta tell you, Sagittarius, I'm the most honest person. My mouth is probably my worst, my best and my worst trait. But, because I'm a Sagittarius, so I know, and I've been listening to my own readings and others, and I've been hearing about this love for a long time. And, you know, some possibilities come in that not really much at all. No big love. But there's something going on here for some of you anyway. All right, in the recent past, you have the Eight of Rods, the Devil, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. There could be some news coming in. Someone, you could be offered a job for one thing. So you could get you can see this woman as being past a communication. Eight of Rods are a lot about communication that thrust you into action, that thrust you into movement. You know, you've got to act quickly. You know, it's quick, swift action because of some sort of communication that was put out or has come in. Okay. And so this it could be this person too, like that when they communicate with you, they want you to act right now. Like, can you leave now, this minute? You're like, right now? You know, and so there could be very demanding news or call to action here. And it could be from the devil. This could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. Someone who is manipulative, okay? They also could have some sort of an addiction. And addiction could spread the gambit, like it could be, you know, gambling, it could be drugs, sex, eating, who knows? Or they could be just manipulative, you know, trying to be the puppet master, trying to get things to go the way they want them, you know, according to their agenda. Oop. So this could be happening like right now, because this is recent past, so before October. So it could be happening right now or sometime this month. This person wants you, it looks like someone wants you to jump when they call, basically, okay? You may jump, I don't know. You know, this brings me back to this Two of Swords a little bit, and the Four of Cups. I don't know if it's enough for you to jump, you know? Like, it may not be, I don't know if you're a jumper anymore either. You know, maybe before you would have done that. Oh, of course, yeah. Is that what you want? Okay, well, I'll try and rearrange everything, and I'll try and be there, you know. And you probably would have done that all before, but I don't know about now. I don't know about now. I don't know if it's, you know, if it's not, if you're not going to eat coconut cream pie if you don't like coconut. So why would I'm not going to jump if it's not the kind of pie I like, you know, like, but before you may have, you know, just because you could have been a people pleaser back then, right? But anyway, the Knight of Swords is also communication. This is very quick, very swift, you know, both very quick, very swift communication, action, possible confrontation even, because the Knight of Swords is kind of confrontational. They want answers, they want the truth, and they could even be abrupt. This could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. All right, and it also could be, you know, with the devil, it could be just very sexual energy, very primal kind of, but they could be very demanding, you know, and so I'm not sure if you are going to like that, you know. In some ways, you like someone who is assertive and can take command of a situation and stuff like that. But on the other hand, I don't think you want to be pushed around anymore. This any more thing. You're on a new path now. You know, you have the sunshine behind you and you know it now. Listen, I got the sun back in me. There's nobody bigger around, you know, in the ballpark. So listen, I don't feel like I have to do that now. You know, but before you could have been a real people pleaser type of person and would have jumped and done it. And then thought, geez, what do I did all that for? After the fact. Now it's prevention. You know, you're thinking, I don't know if is it really worth it? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so in the present, you have the Magician, the King of Cups, and the Sun. All right, this is big, 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 big. Okay, as you know, or if you don't know, the Magician is the conjurer, okay? He can take an idea and make it into a thing, an actual working machine or a relationship, or, you know, you don't just think your thoughts, you make things happen. And this is a Sagittarius thing. There's a little magician in every Sagittarius. Because Sagittarius are doers. They make things happen. They cannot sit and talk about things forever. You know, I used to have this job where I had to be, go to all these committee meetings. I had to be on all these committees. And I wasn't very good at committee person. For one thing, I speak the truth. And I speak factually. I don't really sugarcoat or kind of baby word things, you know. And so, and the other thing is that they want to talk forever about how to do something, if you could do it, if it's possible, you know, measuring and all this stuff. And I'm like, when are we going to actually do it though? And I said, I'm going to stop coming to meetings unless there's some action. Like, didn't we just talk about all this 2 meetings now already? We're repeating everything. And it drove me cuckoo. So if you're that kind of Sagittarius, which you probably are, you are a doer. You want to take the idea and let's try it. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see if it can happen. If it can't, in the garbage it goes. Next idea, please. Okay? You want to hands on, to let's do it, right? And then you also have the sun. And the sun is about expansion and growth. Like, look at this whirl. And it started out this big, and he's making it bigger and bigger. Look at my finger face, made the same kind of whirl as that. So, you know, there it is. Where there's a little magician in everybody, eh? And every Sagittarius. So, you know, making it bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's what the sun does. And everything grows under the sun. The sun is a yes. It's success. It's assured growth and expansion. This is going to be a big month for you, Sagittarius, and I think that there is someone that is building up the courage to approach you. They want to grow with you. They want to take action. They want to speak their words. They want to say the poetry they've been writing. This King of Cups, so you could be dealing with a water sign. Doesn't have to be. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Could be male or female. And it doesn't have to be madly in love. This could be just a new relationship where you guys really grow. You make magic together. You make magic together with this person. This has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. Like, there's so much sunshine and growth and action. So anyway, this person, I think, has liked you for a while. If in any relationship capacity, friend, they think you're cool, relative, they've wanted to get close again, lover, they have had a crush on you for a while. He's holding his forget-me-nots and reading the poetry and the romantic novel that makes it, looking at the yearbook, whatever, Facebook, you know, and thinking about you and wanting something to grow, wanting to grow something with you together. You know, in the sun card, it's kind of interesting because we have these 2 houses and they're kind of both like, oh, this person, he has all these beautiful sunflowers. Oh my God, look at over there. She is growing very similar sunflowers that are almost as nice as mine. Oh, geez, we're almost perfectly matched, you know, and they're going to grow together. Like, there is, there could be a divide, but it is going to come together. This person could get the courage finally to come and come across the field here, knock on your door. This could be the person I said before that could be coming to talk to you. You could have had some trouble in the past, like maybe there was some sort of action, or maybe they had some sort of problems going on before, back here with the devil energy, that they had to sort out before they could come to you, right? All right. Maybe you had some devil energy, Sagittarius, that you needed to sort out before they felt that you were ready for them now. Either way, they're coming. They're taking action, and they want to grow with you, and they're getting the courage to do it. All right? They're getting the courage. I'm getting the feeling this person had some devil energy. I really am. They could have been dealing with an ex, an addiction. Um, um, Maybe they were just jerks before, and they needed an attitude adjustment. You know, they grew a little bit and learned, or um, they also could have been with a devil energy before themselves, like an air sign, and where it wasn't a healthy, they could have come from an unhealthy relationship. Basically, they came from something unhealthy. All right. um and they could have been going through a recovery of some sort also from that. But anyway, whether it was you or them, you're ready now. Both of you are ready. You're ready from your stuff, and they're ready from their stuff. And the time is right. And it's time for the magician. You have an ace, not the fool, but you have an ace, a beginning. The path is beginning already. And it's time to act. I also want to say about this person is this. This person's probably very sensitive. They're probably really sweet. Um, it could be very romantic. But he's wearing armor over his heart. Okay, so they've been really hurt before. Or it could be you've been really hurt before. So open to something new, but at the same time guarded, because of, don't want, this is why it's taken them so long to come out, to take action, to finally make this happen. Come here, babe. Want to come over here? All right, get in behind me. Go on. To make this happen because of something they've been through in the past, with this devil energy. Anyway, coming in near the end of October, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Look at all that sunshine again. Okay. Sorry about the coughing. It's allergy season for me right now, and I'm on a farm, so okay, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is new. All right, this is new. This is starting something, perhaps a financial pursuit. You could be taking a course or learning a new skill, but it's starting something new. It's also throwing an idea out there, because this could be your own idea. And throwing it out there, and just like bait, when we're throwing the fishing rod in the water, see if we'll get a bite. Let's see. There's no guarantees when we go fishing. But we just throw one in and see what happens, right? And so this is kind of what you're going to do here. You may be sending out random resumes. You may be networking, talking to people, because Page is a lot about communication too. But this is to start a new income stream. Also, creative idea. You want to work on something. You want to focus and create something new. There's a lot of feeling of new here, okay? I think you're bursting to do something new. That's the other thing about Sagittarius. Love to do it, but I don't want to do it forever. Now I want to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Now I want to do that. Okay, didn't I finish that? That's okay. I'll come back and finish that later. I want to do this now. You know, we're all about the new and learning too. Learning new skills, like so on board for that. This is really a prime time for you to be doing that with this Eight of Rods, Magician, and then the Page of Pentacles here. It's like, you know, I said back here in the wheel, you get the call. You get the call. Something calls you to action. And you may go through some road of trials dealing with this here. This could be you or this person that's coming in. And the Page of Pentacles I see as the return is that when we return to the quest, we return. You could be returning to work, you know, like a lot of us in the world are right now. You could be returning to work, but it's different now. It's new now. It's changed. You might learn a whole new career. It's like, I'm done with that. I'm bored of that now. I need something new. Okay. Now, at the same time, you also have this Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is walking away from anything that wounds you, that hurts you, that you're not going to stand there and take it anymore. Okay. And I think, Sagittarius, that as strong as you are and as powerful as you are, you're still very polite. You're probably a very polite person. And you've probably stood there and listened to a lot of crap, or, you know, tolerated stuff from people. Not because you're a tolerator, because probably at first you're in shock that this is happening, they're saying this or whatever, and you're not deep down a mean person, you know. So the one thing you can do without being a mean person is to not stand there anymore and take it. You know, I'm not going to sit here and throw knives at you, but I'm not standing here anymore. You just lost me. You lost the relationship. You lost, you know, you're not. You may choose to start to say something, or you may choose to just say, I'm going to walk in a new direction now. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in what I believe in. You could have been really listening to others back here too, so it's not just people doing things, you know. They could have discouraged you from something, or perhaps made offhand comments that really got to you and you know, discouraged you and maybe made you think that you couldn't do it. And that's no fault of anyone else's. Words can't do anything to us unless we believe them, unless we let them. And this is where you're not doing that. Everything people do and say is because of themselves, not because of you. So this is about taking pride, actually. You know, this is where we take pride in ourselves, and instead of standing there letting someone keep talking, you know, you can just simply turn around and walk away. You don't have to say a simple thing to them, just walking away from them. And that's a huge statement to say, to do, you know, without saying a single thing. I'm not standing here and listening to this. You don't even have to say that. You just turn around and walk away. You know, it's huge. But it shows. It's a huge statement. It shows what you're willing to tolerate and not tolerate. It's a big statement. And this could be a new thing for you. Maybe before you'd sit there and as rude as it was, you'd stand there and say, geez, like, I don't understand what happened. And you'd be all defensive, you know? Maybe you'd get all in this defensive position, but I don't think so anymore. I don't think so. You're not willing to take this big stand and fight all these fights and I'll cut you down with words. I'll put you in your place, you know. You don't need to do that. You're just simply saying, that has nothing to do with me, and walking away. It's really strong. The other thing too, I think here is with this is, I think this is old pain. This is old things that people have done in your life 10 years ago, 30 years ago. That thing that Joe said to you that time at that party. You don't need to carry that knife in you forever. Okay, you can just let it go. So what? That was 10 years ago. I don't have to carry that. Why am I tormenting? This is not doing that to yourself anymore either. Not carrying these knives anymore, you know. And when we can let go of all that, we can pull that knife out of, you know, they hurt me when they lied to me. They hurt me when they cheated on me. That one hurt me when they you know, backstabbed me. We don't have to carry that knife, be mad forever, right? It's only hurting us still when we do that. And so when we can let them fall out and just leave them there, it's also it's just so healing for yourself and opens you up to loving again, because you're not carrying those hurts. You're not, you know, those people aren't in your life anymore. They can't hurt you anymore, especially when you're not standing there taking it. So this is either you, I think that you have probably been healing for a while, pulling out one knife at a time, and it could have taken you quite a while, but I think that you're ready now. I think you're still wounded because you still got armor over your heart. I think you're still wounded, you know, but you're not gonna carry the knives in you anymore, okay? It's like, pull that out. I'm not going to think about that time anymore. Jeez, it's only making me feel like crap, you know? So do that, right? And then you have the Two of Cups. So I think, you know, you got a couple of possibilities here. There's a possibility of an air sign, a water sign, or a Capricorn. So, yeah. Someone, also, this is a possibility too, that there could be someone from the past coming back, like I said, that has healed from their old wounds and was waiting for you to heal from your old wounds, and and picking the right time to come back together, wanting taking a chance, give it a whirl. Let's just try and see what happens, you know. I think that a lot of things could have happened in the past in the relationship or separately too in your lives, you know, but we cannot blame, you know, this new person or people forever. We can't blame people for our lives being shit now that they said something 10 years ago. You know, that's our problem because we are still carrying that knife in our back. So when you know, pull them out and you can be happy again, I think that you or them are ready, and I think you're both ready, really. I think you're both getting to that point this month where you're very ready. If this isn't someone from the past that has history with you, wounds with you, I think that, like I said, you guys both have wounds from the past, relationships, family. You know, who has a normal family anyway, really, you know? and you know, I think you've spent some time sorting that out, coming to terms with some of your snakes, your knives, whatever they are for you, okay? What are we at here? Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that's it for today. I would pull out some more cards, but I will just go on for another half hour. And the whole idea is to shorten these up a little bit. Tell me what you think, Sagittarius. I miss talking to you so much. I miss you. Tell me what you think of the buzz. Oh my God. I know you can't see the bedroom. The bedroom is back there. Woo, it's a bit of a mess though. I haven't cleaned that up yet. Like, share, and subscribe if you like the reading. Also, I do want to tell you that we had a terrible storm the other night out at the trailer. And I mean like the area here. And my bag with not all my cards, some of my decks of cards was out on my porch, and they got soaked and destroyed. And I need to replace some of my decks. I can't use them anymore. So I'm looking for donations. If you would like to donate a deck, you can get it yourself, find it yourself, and send it to me if you would like. Or you can send a donation towards a deck. I'm going to list the decks that I lost and a wish list of decks that I'd really like. If you'd like to help out, that would be amazing. And I really appreciate it. Anyway, and comment if you want to. Love you so much. Talk soon. Bye now.